Greetings Lunarians and Brigandine fans, I am your host Valkos Lunari here with a very special guide video for you. This is a complete recruitment guide of all knights in Brigandine. So we're going to go in order by country here on the top of the page. If you want to skip to a certain country or the unaffiliated knights for example, you can find the timestamps in the description below. So let's start with Norzaleo, why not? We're only going to be able to recruit one additional knight that is locked inside this menu, inside the playthrough, and that is Maximilian, the last one here. You can recruit him automatically in the story if you last for 12 seasons. Moving on to Guimoule, there are going to be several knights that you can recruit throughout the storyline here, which is going to be Sugar, Faye, and Leanne. Here's Sugar, right here. Here is Faye, and Leanne is right here. You will probably start with these three locked. Sugar is basically a starter knight for your country. She will join your team after Season 1 has passed. Next one is Leanne. She also shows up very early. If you last for 3 seasons in the playthrough, she will show up to your team during the story. And lastly, in order for Faye to show up, you have to quest a knight after Season 12 in order to get him on your team. Just be looking for the flashing gold knight helmet icon on your questing locations and you will recruit him. Moving on to the Shinobi Tribe, we have 3 knights that we can recruit right here. You'll notice that I have one that is locked. This one is only obtainable through challenge mode, and I will showcase that character here in just a moment. Minor spoilers here, so definitely skip this if you do not want to know who this is. The 2 knights that are going to join your army via story is going to be Delgan and also On. Delgan will join your team after Season 6, and On will join your team after Season 7. Very basic. The knight that is currently locked here, as I said before, can be recruited in challenge mode if you reach a score of 5,000 points. That knight is going to be Ray from the Shinobi Tribe. Moving on to Holy Gustava Empire, we're going to be able to recruit a total of 5 knights inside the main storyline, which is going to be Sin, Jazz, Null, Sylvie, and Rensei. Sylvie will join your team very early after Season 2. Null will show up next after Season 6. Rensei is next after Season 10. Jazz will join your team after you have conquered a certain number of castles inside the playthrough. I believe the number is 20 or 21. And Sin will join your team after a certain number of castles have been taken over as well. I believe the number on that one is 23. Moving on to Mana Cilicia Theocracy, we only have 2 knights that are going to be recruitable inside the storyline, and 1 knight that is currently locked here who is also obtainable from challenge mode. Again, spoiler alert right here if you do not want to see this knight revealed. The 2 knights that join your team are going to be both Veda and Jaden. To recruit Veda, you're going to have to pass through Season number 2 and quest knights in order to recruit him. Again, look out for the gold knight icon on your questing locations. And Jaden will automatically join your team after Season 5 of playing Mana Cilicia. So in order to unlock this secret knight from challenge mode, you need to obtain a score of 10,000 points or more. That knight is going to be Romanov, Rudo's father. On Morelva's side, there is literally only 1 knight that should be locked right here for you if you have started a new playthrough. That knight right here is going to be Yuki. All you need to do to unlock Yuki is to last for 8 seasons as Morelva. Okay, so this section is going to be the big one. These knights are going to require certain criteria in order to recruit them. Some very easy and some very hard, so let's get started. I'm going to start with the 3 easy ones that come along very naturally just by questing. So we're going to start with Tilda here. Tilda will appear on a quest after Night Event 15 or Story Event 15. Once she appears, she does not join your army right away. It takes 2 additional seasons for her to join the army. The next knight that joins very naturally after a certain season has passed is Matthias. You have to wait until Season 15, send a knight on a quest, and he should appear. And the third one, which happens pretty early, is Lionel. He appears after Season 3, send a knight on a quest, you will recruit him at that point. Now to get into some specific knights here. I'm going to save this dude for last. This is going to be the biggest requirement for this guide. So let's go ahead and save him for last. We'll start with Malik here. Malik requires a male knight to go on a quest who has a strength value of 80 or higher. And you have to wait until Season 9 in order to recruit him. Seth is also recruitable after Season 9, but you cannot be playing the country of Guimoule. Any other country will be able to recruit him. Next is Tomas, very easy right here. He appears after Season 8 on a quest. This dude is tied to Dezenis right here in the story, so if you recruit him, another country will be recruiting Dezenis. Just know that you cannot have both of these knights in your party at the same exact time. Next one up is Hughes, very easy here. He appears after Season 3, after sending a knight on a quest who has a strength value of 75 or higher. Next up on the list is Xiane. She will appear after Season 6 on a quest, but you need to send a fighter class knight specifically. That is a male class role, so a fighter, a knight, a paladin, or a dark knight will work well. I'm not too sure about swordsman, however, those 3 other classes will definitely work fine. Next up is Augustus. You need to send a male knight to recruit this guy with an intelligence level of 70 or higher, and he will appear after Season 6. Next up is Will. This guy's a little bit more specific. What you need to do is to recruit or be playing as Norzaleo and use Ferrick right here in battle. He needs to be wounded by the enemy knights, and then after the season passes, Will come to his aid and then join him, whoever's army he's a part of. If you are not playing the Norzaleo Kingdom, you can wait for them to be taken out by another nation, and Ferrick will join your army as long as you are not playing the Holy Gustava Empire. Of course, the easiest way to recruit Will is to boot up a new game of Norzaleo Kingdom, send Ferrick by himself into a fight, get him injured, and then he will join your team. Moving down the line, we've got Shu Fen right here. She is available after Season 3, but you need to specifically send a knight on a quest who has learned the heal ability. This could be a male priest class, a female cleric class, this could also be a knight class who knows the heal spell as well. Durius right here is recruitable after Season 6 in a playthrough, but you cannot be playing either Norzaleo Kingdom or the Holy Gustava Empire. Yuri right here, one of my favorite archers in the game, is recruitable after Season 9, and you also need to send a knight that knows the heal spell as well. For clerics, priest classes, knight classes will work just fine. Bajera, this is a cool requirement right here, so after Season 6 she will appear, but Shinobi Tribe has to be wiped off the face of the map in order for her to appear. You can of course either wipe out Shinobi Tribe by yourself, or wait for another nation to wipe them out. And obviously you cannot be playing Shinobi Tribe to recruit Bajera. Anemone, this is a very specific one right here. She appears after Season 9, but you need to send a knight that has a total of 300 Rune Power or greater. This is the number that holds monsters inside a knight's troop. It also may be labeled as Magic Pool if you are playing the Switch version. Alejandro is also another specific one. He appears after Season 6, and you need to send a female knight specifically that knows the heal spell. Kira right here is recruitable after Season 3 if you are not playing Morelva. Gale is also recruitable after Season 3. You need to send a knight on a quest that has an intelligence level of 70 or higher. So I know I skipped one right here for good reason. Amelia is only recruitable if you have Augustus on your team. As I said before, to recruit Augustus, you need to send a knight, a male knight, specifically, that has an intelligence level of 70 or higher after Season 6. Once you have Augustus on your team, send him specifically on a quest after Season 9 to recruit Amelia. Amelia is his wife in the game. Okay, that covers everybody except for this guy right here. This one, Dezenis, requires a very specific criteria in order to recruit him. I did a complete guide on this guy on how to recruit him a long time ago, but let's go ahead and reiterate the strategy right here. Okay, so here's my map. Here's the first thing that needs to be done. Play on hard mode. Secondly, you need to get any country that you are playing down to 4 castles. Right here in this scenario, I am playing the Holy Gustava Empire on the very top of the map in black. I went ahead and got them down to 4 castles. They start with 6. That is going to be your first requirement. The second requirement is to wait until another country has recruited this knight right here, Tomas. As I said before, this guy is tied to Dezenis in the story, and they cannot be on the same army at any given time, unless you are playing challenge mode, of course. After another country has recruited Tomas, you will notice gold knight icons appearing on your quest log. Go ahead and spam your idle knights on quests that have the gold flashing knight helmet icon. When the quest results pop up, you're looking for that gold knight icon to appear as an indicator, and it very well may be Dezenis. Let's see. It is indeed. While searching for recruits, Finral heard rumors of a vicious swordsman by the name of Dezenis. Once you get that quest to pop right there, Dezenis will join your team. And if you are indeed curious about what he is, if you do not know already, he is a level 23 Dark Knight. He's definitely meant to be a bolster knight for people who are having trouble with the game, especially if they are new. Here are his stats. Feel free to screenshot any of this if you wish. Here's his abilities as a Dark Knight, and there is his bio. So that's the big one right there for the unaffiliated knights, and that completes the roster. I have 2 more secret knights to uncover when it comes to challenge mode specifically, so let's get after it. Going over to special knights right here, you're going to have a lot of these locked, of course, when you start up the game. These idols right here are not recruitable whatsoever inside the story or challenge mode. This is just after you have completed the game itself. However, there are 2 others that are usable in challenge mode only. That is going to be Aurora right here. If you are able to achieve a score in challenge mode of 15,000 points or more, she will be unlocked for your next playthrough of challenge mode that you do. The same thing goes for Romanov that I mentioned earlier, which requires 10,000 points, and also Ray, which requires 5,000 points. You need to complete or get a game over in your first challenge mode after reaching those goals, and then boot up another challenge mode run to use them in your party. The correction, the one that's locked right here is not the unit specifically I was talking about to be used for challenge mode. This right here, spoiler alert, is going to be the Rune God, the final boss of the game. To get to the unit I need to go to, I need to look at the monster roster right here. You will see Endorian appear right here as soon as you meet him in battle for the first time. This creature is not usable in challenge mode. It's going to be this creature right here that's locked. That creature in particular is going to be the Zawar Beast right here. You can unlock this creature for your records only if you meet him in battle in the storyline. In order to do so, once you are able to conquer the continent, the end game begins and the Phantom Knights appear in different locations. You need to clear every single Phantom Knight fight on the map in order to unlock this fight specifically right here with the Zawar Beast. However, to recruit him for challenge mode purposes, you need to achieve a total score of 25,000 points or more in challenge mode. Do keep in mind he is not usable in that current playthrough that you achieved the score with. You will need to complete that challenge mode playthrough first or get a game over in that playthrough to start a new one in order to use him. And that concludes the complete knight recruitment guide for Brigandine Legend of Runersia. Thank you ever so much for watching. Please definitely leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new here especially. Share out this video to other players who are looking to complete their knight recruitment. If you are looking for any additional help with the game, please check my guide video playlist in the card on the top right hand corner of this video or in the description below. You can also find a bunch of other resources for Brigandine in the description below, including the subreddit, the Discord server I am hosting, etc. We are pushing 1,000 members in that Discord server since the game's launched 2 years ago, and I am ecstatic that we are reaching that number. Definitely consider joining if you have any questions with the game. It is a very, very helpful community. I am your host, Valkos Lunari. See you on the battlefield, Rune Knights. Peace. Bye.